Pokemon Imperialism, a tradition since the beginning of time. A battle tournament where every regional champion battle each other to determine who is the strongest. Each turn, a wheel spins to determine the challenger, and then an arrow to decide what direction they will fight. The loser of this battle gets removed, while the winner survives into the next round. This will continue to happen until there is one Pokemon standing, claiming victory. Welcome to the first ever Pokemon Imperialism World Championship. We have 8 region winners ready to see who is the best of the Sakai Island. Here are our competitors. First, of the Osato region, we have Great Tusk. Next, of the Koto region, we have Screamtail. Third, we have Brute Bonnet of the Shinova region. We also have Slitherwing of the Uriso region. Of the Sinnoh region, we have Fluttermane. Of the Karaki region, we have Sandy Shocks. Winner of the Hoenn region, we have Roaring Moon. And last but not least, champion of the Denshima region, we have Walking Wake. It is now officially time to get into the battles. Let's spin the wheel to determine who will be the first ever competitor of Pokemon Imperialism. The wheel has been spun. Our first competitor is going to be Brute Bonnet. Now it is time to spin an arrow to determine who Brute Bonnet will be fighting. The arrow has been spun. Brute Bonnet will be fighting. That's a close one, but just barely. We're gonna have Brute Bonnet versus Slitherwing. It is time to get into round 1. Slitherwing versus Brute Bonnet. This fight might be one-sided, if I'm being honest. Brute Bonnet really doesn't have much, and Slitherwing's faster, goes for the Leech Life, and that's it. One shot, you're done. Brute Bonnet, get out of here. That is one Pokemon eliminated. We still have 7 Pokemon left to go. That fight showed not everyone is deserving to be a regional champion, but there are still 7 other Pokemon left to fight, so we gotta spin the wheel to find out who will be the next challenger. Here we go. Here's the 7 Pokemon. The next fighter is going to be the big and powerful Great Tusk. Who is Great Tusk gonna fight? There's many options, and that is close. And just barely, by the skin of something small, I don't know, Great Tusk is going to be challenging Roaring Moon. This should be a great fight. Round 2 time. Roaring Moon has the speed, but Great Tusk has the super effectiveness. Who could win this fight? It's going to be close. Started off, Roaring Moon goes for a powerful acrobatics that did massive damage. Over half. Great Tusk responds with a headlong rush, but that's not enough. Which means, as long as Roaring Moon hits this next hit, it should be the winner. Here we go. Roaring Moon goes for acrobatics again. It was like, I am winning this thing. GG. That was a good fight. But Roaring Moon, that speed was the advantage. Here we go. 6 Pokemon remain. We've had fair opportunity across the left side of the board. Now it's time for the right side of the map to have some action. Maybe this wheel will give us what we want. It's spinning time. Our challenger for round 3 is going to be Roaring Moon again. It was like, hey, I won. I want to do it again. There's a couple options here. Roaring Moon will be fighting. It looks like Slitherwing. We're going to have 2 already winners going at it. They're like, hey, you showed you were the strongest? No, I'm stronger than that. Round 3, 2 early winners going at it. Slitherwing with the type advantage, and Roaring Moon, who proved type advantage did not matter last round. This fight might be quick because they both have super effective moves. And starting it off, Roaring Moon goes for acrobatics. That's a one-shot. Roaring Moon is not done. It is time for Terror of the Dragon. Here we go. Top 5 already. 4 Pokemon yet to fight. Roaring Moon is out here destroying everything. If you guys have been enjoying the first ever Imperialism, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe because these fights do not end here. To determine our round 4 fighter, we gotta spin this wheel. And our fighter is going to be someone new. It's going to be Fluttermane. Fluttermane of the Sinnoh region. 2 options to battle, and Fluttermane is going to be taking on, it looks like, it's going to be Sandy Shocks. Whew. I don't know if either one really has something over the other one. It's just going to be a nice and neutral fight. It's amazing to have 2 new competitors going at it. We have Sandy Shocks versus the all-powerful Fluttermane. This round 4 could get intense. Fluttermane has the speed, goes for Mystical Fire. That did not a lot of damage, but the special attack drop could be huge, especially coming with a Flash Cannon. Fluttermane ate that because of the drop. Oh, now Fluttermane responds with a Shadow Ball. This should do more damage. That does solid damage. Sandy Shock's Earth Power is this... They're about the same. They're very close to the same amount of HP. Fluttermane goes for Power Gem. That's not going to be very effective. Sandy Shocks lives. Goes for Earth Power again. Is this going to knock it out? No! 1 HP! Whew. Fluttermane almost through. Gets the Moonblast. Does enough damage. 1 HP was the deciding factor of that fight. Oh, wow. Wow. That last battle was insane. Can we get something like that again? Because, wow. That's basically, like, worth the finals match. Well, here we are, top 4. Let's spin the wheel to determine round 5. Only 2 Pokemon have yet to fight. Can we get either one of them? No, it's now Fluttermane's turn to go out for blood. Yikes. 2 possible opponents. And Fluttermane is going to be taking on Walking Wake. Here we go. Round 5, Walking Wake versus Fluttermane, who is determined to pull a Roaring Moon and just take out everything, I guess. Turn 1, Fluttermane goes first, hits the Moonblast. That almost did enough to get the knockout and gets a special attack drop. And Walking Wake misses the Hydro Pump? What is happening? I think this fight is over. Fluttermane hits the Power Gem, and that does enough. Walking Wake is eliminated, meaning Fluttermane has taken another W. There you go. Here are our top 3 Pokemon. One, honestly, looks like it could run away from it, but who knows? Anything is possible. Let's spin the wheel. This wheel will determine who is going to be fighting, and after the arrow spin, we'll determine who automatically makes it to the final 2. It doesn't look like it's possible, but there is a small chance that Screamtail makes it to the final 2 without fighting. Let's spin the wheel. Screamtail could fight either, but the other 2 really only have one option, and Roaring Moon is going to be taking on Screamtail. It is time for the top 3 fight. Screamtail, who is yet to battle, versus the all-powerful Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon's going to start it off with a Jaw Lock. Does not do much. Screamtail ate it and now can't run. Screamtail Drain Punches. Does a little more and gets some recovery. That could be massive. Roaring Moon Jaw Locks again. A little more than 50%, but play rough. Ends it all. Roaring Moon down. That means our final 2 is going to be Fluttermane versus Screamtail. And here is your finale. We have Screamtail versus Fluttermane, who will be the winner of the first ever Pokemon Imperialism. Starting it off, Fluttermane goes for Shadow Ball. This will be big damage. Is it enough? Does 50%. That's solid, and the special defense drop. Fluttermane basically has Serene Grace, but that Psychic Fangs did so much. This might be the last turn. Fluttermane goes for Mystical Fire. That did not do anything. Special attack fell, but that does not matter. Play rough. Fluttermane falls, and your winner of the first ever Imperialism is... Wait, what happened? Where are we? the battle just ended. Screamtail just won the whole thing. And now there's a new fight against a thing called Iron Hands. Turn 1, Screamtail goes for Play Rough, hits it. Does a little bit of damage. Iron Hands responds with close combat that does nothing. And now Screamtail goes for Psychic Fangs. That did solid damage. Iron Hands, Iron Head. Oh geez, they're pretty close. This might be the last turn. Screamtail Psychic Fangs knocks the Iron Hands out. That means your Paradox Imperialism winner is the big and powerful Screamtail.